Hi, my Scorpio and Scorpio rising friends. Sandra from ForYourChi.com. We're here today to do your monthly reading for February 2022. Happy February and happy Valentine's Day to my Scorpios. I'm just going to keep recording and posting the Scorpio video first every month because let's face it, no one can beat you all. You are the top dog every single day, every single month, every single week and year. And that's just the way it is. Everyone else is going to have to get over it. These readings, so this is my 12-house spread. However, we're only doing the first 6 houses here on YouTube. If you want to follow me through the extended, I will give you the rest of the 7 through 12. That will be on Patreon. Click on the link below in the description box and follow me there. Okay. Starting it off with a bang, and it's a bang in a very good way. Passion ignited. Someone or something has lit the fire within the Scorpio. You are excited as February begins. Congratulations for that. You have the word. Now, I'm going to show you the Oracle deck that I'm using. I've never used this deck in a video reading before. I just found it. I had this separate from my cards for some reason. I just relocated it. The Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reid. I used to love this deck. The messages from this deck and the artwork, I just love it. I just love it. So you all are getting the benefit first from this reading. The word Lord. This talks about communication, the written and the spoken word. As I was divvying out your oracle cards, I got a message, do not read this deck backwards. Now, I don't know if that's going to be true for all 12 signs, but we're about to find out. Typically, this deck is read backwards or upside down as a caution message, but for some reason, I am using this oracle as a guidance. So I don't know, maybe that's why. So this is going to be important for manifesting. So I've given these words of caution many times in these readings, and it's going to be important to monitor your written and spoken words and even your thoughts. Because the universe is manifesting what you say and what you think and what you speak, what you're communicating rapidly. If you say something flies out of your mouth that you don't want to come true, say cancel. Because it's happening in real time for some reason right now. Now, second house, your money, emotional withdrawal. I like it, Scorpio, because you need some time out to think, to reflect. What do you want to do with your money? Where do you want to take it? Where do you want to go? The money readings for 2022 for Scorpio were very, very good. And we have just felt a huge shift, even as I record this reading in mid-January, because the nodes have moved to Scorpio and Taurus. We've been in Sagittarius and Gemini energy for 18 months, so you will feel a shift. There will be a period of time where you will need to sit and reflect and meditate on what you want to do next. Where does the Scorpio want to go next with their money? What comes next with your money? That's what's on your mind right now in February. What do we have from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms here? The Lady of Gift. Generosity and receiving. I love it. So this is about giving and receiving. If you have been extremely generous with your resources, your funds, it is coming back to you. If you have not been generous with your resources and your funds, I would seriously consider doing an act of kindness like this every day. It could be adding an extra tip to a server's to your bill at the restaurant or something, or it could be, paying it forward if you're getting a coffee or something like that. It doesn't have to be big. It can be very small, but sometimes this can pay off in big ways. Okay? Your third house, brother or sister, memories of love. They are reminiscent of times past. Now, this could be a previous relationship that your brother or sister have had, or they could be thinking about another time in their existing relationship or their childhood or where they used to live or something like that. Interesting, we have Dragon's Duel here. Number 23, inner conflict, mortality, conscious choice. So this could be a brother or sister who is withholding themselves from a relationship, and they're experiencing some sort of duality here. This card talks about duality. As above, so below. This could also be a twin flame relationship that your sibling, your brother or sister is thinking about. It doesn't look like they're in this relationship currently, but it's on their mind. And they might not even know what the twin flame is. But for some of you, most of the Scorpios should know what a twin flame is. And you may need to have that twin flame conversation about what that actually is with your brother or sister so that they can understand what's happening there, because it can be extremely effed up. Okay, your house of home, your number 4 house. Now, this is where you currently live. If this is not talking about where you live, this could be talking about your father or father figure. This could be stepfather, father-in-law, or who you consider a father. Trapped in fear. I don't like this, Scorpio. You feel like you need to make a move regarding where you live, but you're too afraid to act. Or your father is feeling this way. What is the advice card? Oh, I love it. The Altar Priestess. So this card is on the top of this deck, the box of this deck. This could be you need to change up the energy in your home and specifically, more than likely, clear it out. Now, this could be, not for all of you, but for someone, this could be actually someone that needs to physically leave your house. Yes, it could be kicking someone to the curb, most certainly, especially if you were afraid in your own house. That's not acceptable in any way, shape, or form, right? But there needs to be some energy work that happens here first. This could be smudging. This could be saging. This could be clearing in other forms. This could be constructing a crystal grid on your property, which is a larger scale crystal grid than what you would put in your house. You know, you have those little tiny crystal grids. You guys know what I'm talking about, where you put it on a plate and you put it in a certain room. But I know people that do crystal grids on their actual property, that do a crystal point in all 4 corners of the property, and then you put a 5th one in the middle as close as you can get it, because a lot of times the house is in the middle of the property, if you catch my drift. And that can be for protection, for clearing, it can be for money, it can be for whatever you want. You just have to have the right crystals to bring in the right energy. It could be all of the above. It could be clearing it. It could be crystal. It could be grids. It could be feng shui. It could be hiring a feng shui practitioner to really getting to the bottom of what the problem is. And if the problem is actually someone with whom you live with that needs to be cleared as well, you're going to have to clear the person and then the property or the home. And you might have to do it multiple times. It just depends on what you've got going on there. For others of you, if this is your father, he may need energy work on his physical body, Reiki or Qigong. Whew, that was a big one. I'm going to go smudge my house after this. Fifth house, your social life, your fun. You're dating, for those of you single Scorpios. Well, it feels challenging. More challenging than normal out there for you. What is the advice card? The High Lord of Gratitude and Service. Selflessness, humility, and conscious action. Scorpio, You may find yourself in a position of volunteering this month. And no, that's not the kind of volunteering where you have a whole lot of fun and kick up your heels and dance and party all night. This feels like, kind of grinding it out work. However, we do have this message of you may need to extend your help in other volunteer forms here. Now, you never know what's going to come out of this, right? You could meet someone that you have contracted to meet from a past lifetime in this volunteer spot here. So, it's definitely not all going to be a grind in blood, sweat, and tears. You could definitely get something out of this more than what you were actually thinking of, more than just to add a boy or add a girl, pat yourself on the back, right? Now, your 6th house, work and health, accelerated motion. Some readers say this means wish on a star. If you see a star and you want to wish for it, knock yourself out. Please and delight yourself by all means. However, for me as a reader, I have always read this card as you could be saying yes to something here in work and health that could actually turn out to be not what you expected and not in a good way. So whatever opportunity that comes to you this month, if it's in work, or this could be a health situation where you're saying yes to a new medication, but you have side effects, watch out for that. Make sure you muscle test everything before you take it. This could be starting a new diet. Same thing, muscle test the foods. It's very simple. I did a video on it. If I can dig it up, the date was March 2020 at the beginning. If I can dig it up in YouTube, I will place the link at the bottom in the description box so you guys can watch it. It is a long video, so you're going to have to fast forward to the part where my arm goes up and down. That's a simple muscle test. Now, I love the advice card here. We have the Hawk King, spirit communication, and paying attention. You are going to be getting your own messages from your higher self regarding this. So if this is a job opportunity that comes to you, you will instantly know when you do the interview, when you talk to the person, okay, I know what to do. This isn't for me, or this is for me, or you're going to know how to work it. Same thing if this is a health-related condition or situation. You're going to know what to do here. This could also be you're on one medication, but you need to change it out and go on to something. You need to stop that and go on something else because of side effects. This could be starting a new supplement regimen. Okay? All right, so we're done with your 6 houses. Before I end this video and before we go into the extended, I always look at what signs showed up for you in your 7th house of relationships. We have Cups twice. This could be another Scorpio, which is also fun, and the SACK. This could be, I just crack myself up sometimes being a Scorpio myself. This could be a Cancer, could be a Pisces, but leaning heavy on the Scorpio side. So that could be, a Scorpio rising if you know their rising sign. You also pulled rods twice. So we have fire, we have Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Water and fire. And nobody else. Heavy in the water, fire, and you might have a person that has water and fire strong in their chart. Okay, so if you feel guided, follow me on Patreon. Link will be below. Many blessings to all my Scorpio friends.